YouTube, you know what it is, Starbucks. No need for instruction. You know what we're going through and we talk about it. But as you can see, I have more packages that came in. And you probably can't see them. It's out of the frame. But this is honestly super exciting, but I am excited about this one because this shoe in here I've been waiting forever to get. And one shoe here actually releases today. I caught it on a shock drop, early access, whatever you want to call it, but you know the way things are going, how they've been shipping. I didn't get it till yesterday, but let's get into it. I don't know where to start. Do this one last. No, we're gonna do this one first. Oh yeah, this will be next. I'm actually category there. Put them in categories, which is funny. Let's just get into this one first, because you see the Just Do It. We all know this is from Nike. So let's see what it is. I mean, I feel as though everybody knows what it is. And the funny thing, it's not my size, so I don't have to worry about trying to put them on. So faithful. It's the only thing that ever sells. This box is so tiny. I'm not used to this. Size 9. I didn't even remember what size I got. But these are the, I guess they're calling them the royal toes. These don't look bad. I may have to cop there. I don't know. If they released it, I may try for it. I told myself I'm not getting these, but these do not look bad in person. I mean, leather is the way it's always supposed to be. It's nothing. I don't even know how we talk about the leather quality anymore, but this new thing they started with these new retro ones, it's a leather tab right here. It's not nylon anymore. And what I'm hearing people thinking that they're trying to differentiate. They're trying to make them different from the new cut, the 85 cut. There's so many different ones, it makes no sense. But they basically, you know how they had the reverse bread and that one that came in that pack with the airships. That's the 85 cut. So this is just the OG high, which we have the OG high, we have the mids, we have the women. Cause they do have women versions that comes in highs, but they don't call them highs. The lows, OG cut, and OG high. Like, it's confusing as hell. These are adorable as a small ass foot. This is crazy. They make my feet look so big. But I do what I always do. I try to see if I can get early access, which I don't even think I really had it because they gave it early access the day before they released them, which they usually don't do. I guess in the quarantine thing, it's changing a lot of stuff. So the next day when the exclusive access released, I just kept trying and trying. And I actually ended up getting it, which was crazy. Because at first, it was no, what was it? It was no, I can get out. It was no sizes, basically. So I just kept going back here. I was like, just checking. Miraculously, a 9 popped up. I said, it's probably just fake. So I just hurried up and just see if I could get it. And it went through, which was crazy. I believe it's a stock. So I do this one. I call this one for a deal. A massive deal. So I'm hoping that this shoe, the colorway that comes out next week, will be the same thing. Nobody is into it, hopefully. I love LeBron. He's doing shit that people don't expect him to do, or most players to do. I think Jordan did it a few times, but he didn't do it how he did it. As you can see, this is a LeBron 7 box, which is my favorite LeBron of all time. And it's funny saying that because I sold all my 7s because it was too tight. And now it's like hell trying to get them back. That's a weird ass color. It looks like it's oxidized. These are the LeBron 7 pair backs. See, that shoe just made my foot seem so much bigger. These look like a 12, but these are 10 and a half. Now what I'm saying is, I got these for $130 because they was on sale because nobody's buying them, and they would retail for $200. But my thing is that this is a sample, technically speaking, or a player exclusive. He made this for the school Fairfax, I believe, in LA. So before these released, you know, they was worth like $3,000-$4,000, if not more. Now that they release, I don't know what the sample's worth now, but nobody wants them. And for the life of me, it just amazes me. You literally spending thousands of dollars just to say you have a shoe that everybody doesn't have. But once it releases, you know, a lot of people have it, it's worth nothing. So you're basically paying just for the acknowledgement that you have it, which makes no fucking sense to me. But leave that one there. Do that last. So that's the shoe I was most excited about. This one, it's funny as hell to me. I think this shoe, even though it's not it's a style that nobody likes, but it's booming for some reason. And I believe this shoe probably deserves its own video. Hopefully I'll make it. I'm not guaranteeing shit. But I got to go the one place nobody likes to go anymore. And it's, I feel your pain, man. I got to go to StockX. StockX is losing their goddamn mind these days. Season Jordan, regular old Jordan box. I think it's time for new Jordan boxes. I don't need these anymore. I thought I got a 10 and a half. Some of these damn stickers. But this is the Air Jordan 1 Mid Chicago toe. That's what they're calling them. And I don't think it's no reason to explain why I got this shoe. I think it's quite obvious why I got this damn shoe. It's simply because I don't have the Chicago one. And I had a Chicago one in, I think it was 2013. And you want to know something funny? This shit has the same material that the 2013s had. And that was the reason why I sold them. Because the material on these things is like, this is like fucking plastic. This is not leather. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. It's not even pleather. Pleather not even this goddamn hard. But I'm basically going to do what I think everybody in the world did now. Paint this toe white. And I'm definitely getting white laces. But the 2015 Chicago one, that shoe still haunts me to this day. Before this whole Lance Dance documentary craziness been going on, all the Jordans been going up, especially the ones in this colorway. Anything they put out with a Chicago colorway or close to a Chicago colorway, it sells out. Somebody had given me an idea that the lows that came out that looks like the ones from the airship pack, to just convert it to a Chicago. I'm like, what do you mean? And I thought about it. Yeah, you could paint the swoosh black and just put black in a couple other areas, and it's basically a Chicago in love. And I didn't think of that. So when I went to go buy the shoe, guess what? That shoe is sold out everywhere. This shoe restocked 3 times, and it's sold out every single time. But at the time, I didn't even know when the shoe came out, because when it comes to mids, they don't really have release dates. They just release them, and we're not able to go to the mall or sneaker store, so you only can order online, so I never know when they drop. So when I went to go look for them, sold out everywhere. So I had to go on StockX. I mean, it really wasn't going for much, but I wanted to pay the $115, not $150. So once I got them, as soon as I got them, all of a sudden, restock. And every time I try to get a second pair, gone. It's crazy. So I'm just gonna beat the hell out of these. I have a custom. Y'all seen it on my video. I have a custom of a Chicago one, because it's the only way I'm getting to Chicago, because I'd be damn to spend $1,500 on a fucking shoe, especially a one. For me, I don't think ones are worth that much. That's just my personal opinion. But now this one, I feel it don't deserve no introduction. I've been waiting for this shoe to release since I don't know when. I still got the older version. I beat it to complete shit, and I don't like the older version, but I wear it because it's my favorite colorway, favorite color blocking. And I was going to get the first retro of these and just get them soul swap, because that's how much I love this shoe and how much I love the older version. When I found out they finally was going to release these in the older version style, man, I had to get 2 pairs. And if y'all watch my video, y'all know I do not like doubling up for nothing. So to make me feel better, I doubled up 2 different sizes. I think y'all know what it is by now. That's 10 and a half, and I got a 10. Yep, 10 and a half. I love the fact that we've been getting these old school boxes, but I love the fact that they put the Nike back on there and it's not the Air Jordan. You watch my old videos, you'll see I literally said like these are old school boxes, but Jordan don't want to go back completely because I don't know this to be certain, but I just feel as though if you put that Nike branding on there, you have to pay Nike a cut. You're already paying them a cut because these shoes made under their brand, because Jordan is just a section in Nike. It's not completely separated from Nike. It's a division brand in the company. So it's not like he's like completely separate. So if he was to make like, I don't know, a whole new model, they probably get the whole share. I don't know. I'm just saying. In my head, I feel as though like if he made like a whole new model with just Jordan branding on it and like it was completely away from Nike, Nike don't get a cut of that. But if you make this with the big ass swoosh on it and it still has Nike branding on the boxes, on the shoe, or like insole, you have to break them off something. Even though you already have to break them off something because you're still in the company. It's just crazy. But anyway, let's get into the shoe. And I noticed this is just a half size down, but the boxes are completely like, look how much bigger this box is and how much smaller this is. It's like this box is supposed to be for a size 12 and up. But let's get into it. This is my first time seeing them in person. Oh, daddy. They smell weird. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They smell weird as hell. These shits is beautiful. But it's the recently released Air Jordan 5 Fire Red 3M tongue, whatever you want to call it. I don't understand why people would get in these debates. They get mad that they call these Fire Reds because there's another pair that's called Fire Red with the black tongue, which the ones I really don't like. I love this one. Oh god, this shit is beautiful. I love that Nike one, but I love everything about this shoe. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only thing I really don't like is this tongue. I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but I just don't like the fact that it's, for one, I heard it's big as shit, and I've seen that it's big as shit. It's choked like crazy. And it is pretty big. I don't think it's not a deal breaker to me, but from what I heard, the OGs, the tongue is not this big. I think I actually seen a comparison, but mostly the comparisons I've been seeing is to the 99 Retro, which people hold as the holy grail gospel, like it's the OG. I think it's the only version you can get of the shoe that's that old that won't completely fall apart. It's going to fall apart, but if you get the original, it's kind of hard to find a DS pair that looks like even a comparable version. All the ones I've seen, the midsoles are completely busted. They're gone. Every single pair. There may be some pairs floating around that looks good, but it's hard to find. But I know for a fact, I believe this tongue is not this, I don't know what this material is. I mean, it's not matted. It's not like a mesh or a cloth material. I don't know. It's like, it feels plasticky. And it's like, it's very hard. And it's shiny as shit, as you can see. But I don't give a fuck. I love it. I think the only thing I hate about the OG version of this shoe, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure they did it on one of the retros, is this. I think white is not needed. It should have been red, but that's not a complete deal breaker. I'm going to beat the shit out of these. You know what? I think I'm going to beat the shit out of these ones because they're bigger. And just, like, this is the only shoe I would love to keep on ice because I don't do the double up thing. I just think it's not needed for me. And only with certain shoes. Like this and the Cool Gray 11 is probably the only shoe I would do that with because I think they're the only shoes for me that I love looking at them DS. I love how they look when you first get them. And I don't think about that shit when I start wearing them. Because when my cool grades, when they first came out and I was doing that, I never bought a second pair. I was just happy to have a pair. So once I beat them a little bit and I started getting other shoes, I started like wanting to keep the soles as clean as possible. I fucked up my cool grades, so I would literally have to use, whatever that method is called, the Soul Glow, Sea Glow shit, to get it back to where it was at. And I just hated that I did that to the one shoe that I love, but all the other shoes I'm kind of cool with, they look way better. So that's why I will only double up on these. So one day, I think I'm gonna do a video of like all the fives. I don't have many fives no more, but most of the fives I have it's not this color, but it's this color blocking. I love this color blocking. Any Air Drip 5 that comes out that's in my size that has this color blocking, I either am going to get it or I have it. Like I literally have the GS pink joints. Like they literally is this color blocking, just the red is pink, and I want them international 5, whatever they call it, but they got the weird ass mesh. I just want it because I love the color blocking. It's like this. So those are my pickups, and today is the release of them ones I just showed you. So I'm gonna see if I can get another pair. I've been literally tripling up on a lot of shoes, just using it while I can still afford it, using it as trade bait or using it as like, to sell to get back the money for these shoes. These days I don't like spending more than $100-something on shoes. These shoes are $200 a piece. That was a tough pill to swallow because I hate spending more than I need to on sneakers these days. I'm older now, and what the world's going through, I'm not completely focused on sneakers. So if I can get the sneakers and I can make a buck off it, whereas though these will end up being free, why not? So with that being said, see you when I see you.